Have you ever noticed that the people who care the most often end up getting hurt the most? They remember the smallest details, check on you when you're having a bad day, and stay even when they're not being treated the same way. They give second chances, make excuses for people, and sometimes put someone else's happiness before their own. But here's the strange part. The more deeply they care, the more deeply they can be hurt. Why does this happen? Is caring too much actually a weakness? Or is there something deeper happening inside the mind of people who feel everything so intensely? People who care deeply don't usually love halfway. When they become attached to someone, they invest their time, attention, emotions, and energy. A simple conversation can mean a lot to them. A small change in someone's behavior can immediately catch their attention. And when something feels wrong, they don't just notice it, they think about it. This emotional investment can make relationships meaningful, but it can also make disappointment feel much more painful. One reason caring people get hurt is that they often expect others to care the way they do. If they would never intentionally ignore a message, they assume someone else wouldn't either. If they would always show up for a friend, they expect that friend to show up for them. But people don't love, communicate, or express emotions in exactly the same way. And when expectations don't match reality, the caring person may start wondering, what did I do wrong? Another problem is that caring people often notice changes before anyone says anything. A different tone of voice, a shorter text, a delayed response, less enthusiasm than before. Their brain starts connecting the dots. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're overthinking, but either way, they can spend hours analyzing something that the other person barely noticed. Their ability to notice emotional details can become both their greatest strength and their greatest source of stress. And then comes one of the most dangerous habits, making excuses for people. A person who cares deeply may think, they're probably just having a bad day, or maybe they're going through something, or they don't really mean it. Giving someone understanding is healthy. But when understanding becomes an excuse for repeated disrespect, something changes. You stop protecting the relationship and start sacrificing yourself to keep it alive. This is where boundaries become important. Caring about someone doesn't mean accepting everything they do. You can understand someone's pain without allowing them to repeatedly hurt you. You can love someone and still walk away. You can forgive someone without giving them unlimited access to your life. Healthy caring has boundaries. Without boundaries, compassion can slowly turn into emotional exhaustion. Some people also confuse being needed with being loved. When you're constantly helping someone, solving their problems, listening to them, and making yourself available, it can feel like you're important to them. But being useful isn't the same as being valued. A healthy relationship isn't built on one person constantly giving while the other constantly receives. Real connection requires effort from both sides. Another reason caring people get hurt is that they sometimes stay too long. They remember the good moments. They remember who that person used to be. They hold on to memories and hope that things will eventually return to the way they were. So instead of judging the relationship by what it is today, they judge it by what it once was, or what they believe it could become. But there is a powerful lesson here. You don't have to stop caring. You just have to stop abandoning yourself while caring for others. Being kind doesn't mean being available 24/7. Being loyal doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. And loving someone doesn't mean proving your love by constantly sacrificing your own peace. People who care deeply often have a huge capacity for empathy. They can see the reasons behind someone's behavior. They can understand pain that other people don't notice. But understanding someone doesn't mean you have to stay close to them. Sometimes the most emotionally intelligent thing you can do is understand why someone behaves the way they do, and still decide that their behavior isn't healthy for you. There's also a difference between caring and chasing. Caring says, I want the best for you. Chasing says, I need you to choose me. Caring comes from strength. Chasing often comes from fear. When you stop chasing someone's attention, you start seeing the relationship more clearly. You can finally ask yourself, do they actually value me, or am I constantly trying to earn their attention? And sometimes the answer hurts. You realize that you were giving more than you were receiving. You were checking in while they rarely checked on you. You were making plans while they kept you as an option. You were trying to fix problems they didn't even care about. That realization can be painful, but it can also be the moment you finally stop settling for less. The goal isn't to become cold. The goal is to become selective. Keep your kindness, keep your empathy, keep your ability to love deeply. But give those things to people who know how to value them. Your heart doesn't need to become harder. Your boundaries need to become stronger. Because the right people won't make you constantly question your worth. You won't have to beg for basic communication. You won't have to decode every message. You won't have to wonder whether they actually care. Healthy relationships don't require you to constantly prove that you're worth keeping around. They create a sense of safety, trust, and mutual effort. So if you've ever felt like you care more than everyone around you, don't think there's something wrong with you. Your ability to care deeply is not a weakness. It's a strength, but only when you learn where to place it. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves unlimited chances. And not everyone deserves access to the most caring parts of you. Maybe the biggest lesson is simple. Care deeply, but don't lose yourself. Love people, but don't forget yourself. Give, but don't constantly give until you're empty. The right people won't punish you for having a big heart. They'll appreciate it, protect it, and give the same energy back. So tell me in the comments, do you think people who care too much get hurt more easily? And if this video made you look at your relationships differently, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Veltrix Mind for more psychology videos that help you understand yourself and the people around you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.